Today we're going to be going over my 100-0 philosophy. This is specifically for appointment setters in the janitorial industry. I'm going to go over why you have to train your setters with this mentality, or you are going to be burning setters or not getting appointments. So we're going to get into it right away. As always, my name is Peter Boland. I have sold over $50 million worth of commercial cleaning contracts, and I'm just here to tell you what works for us. So this is specifically for outbound cold callers that do appointment setting. And the 100-0 philosophy is you need to give 100%, which means following the script, right tonality, pacing, inflection, acknowledgements, and asking for the appointment on every call, or you're probably going to end up with 0 appointments. So that's why it's called the 100-0 philosophy. And the reason why I created this was because we were having appointment setters who we would listen to, and they would kill it on half their day. And then for an hour or two of their day, they would just be off, discouraged, frustrated, not following the script like they were before. Maybe their tone would drop. They weren't acknowledging as much. And then, we'd work with them and they get better, and then they'd still end off the day at 0. Then we have a few of our other appointment setters who are, no matter what, when we listen to them, they are following everything I mentioned before, from the tone, inflection, pacing, acknowledgement, following the script, 100%. And they're ending off with like 1 appointment a day. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me why, if somebody was only struggling for an hour, maybe 2 a day, their tone or pacing was off, or they're frustrated, they would just end up at 0. And we would have people that would go 0 for 4 or 5 days in a row, but 80% of their day was great, 20% of their day was trash. And then the more I looked into it, it all kind of clicked. What happens is when you're calling for janitorial, you are dialing 150-ish calls a day. Now you could dial more, but you're burning more leads and you're not necessarily getting any more value for it. If you do the script right, getting past the gatekeeper, getting onto the decision maker, you should be somewhere around 150 calls a day. And that's with 2 breaks, 1 30-minute lunch, 2 15-minute breaks. Now, out of that 150 calls, you'll probably talk between 18 to 23 decision makers in a day. That's an average. If we take all of our 20 appointment setters, we look at our average, that's usually where we are per person every single day. Obviously, some people have more, other people have less. And that's usually because they're trying to figure out how to get past the decision or the gatekeeper. But the actuality of it is you're only talking to, let's say, 20 people every single day. And you don't know when you're going to get a hold of them. So if they're dialing for 8 hours, that means they might only get 2 to sometimes 3 decision makers an hour. And you don't know when it comes. And if you're not on your game, 110% ready for those decision makers, what ends up happening is you finally get to one. And if you're discouraged or frustrated, you end up blowing the decision maker script. And if you blow the decision maker script because you have poor tone, you're not acknowledging, you're not saying the hook correctly, what ends up happening is the decision maker just blows you out. No, I'm not interested. So the 100-0 philosophy came into play because we needed people to make sure that they were always on point. Now, this is a lot easier said than done, because when you're cold calling an appointment setting, a lot of people here have never done it, but they want to hire setters, which is great. You don't understand how mentally grueling it is. And if you go half a day sometimes, 2 days without an appointment, it becomes very, very difficult for you to keep going. And what we used to do, we used to get like frustrated with the appointment setters because they weren't keeping on point. And that was just a giant mistake. So what we've done is we shift to a really, really positive environment. If we catch them start doing it, we take them off, coach them for like 30 minutes on what needs to do. Even if they already know how to do it, we'll PDR with them, we'll make them laugh, we'll give them an extra break. We might give them an incentive to try to focus and keep going. And a lot of the times we just have to tell them, hey, this is part of the game. Provided you're doing everything right, it's gonna come. Everybody can have a bad few days because they get worried that they're like, oh my God, I'm gonna be fired because I haven't got an appointment in 2-3 days. But we've had people before go 3 days without an appointment and then book 2 in one day, and then the next day book another 2, and they're at 4 for the week. You don't know when they come and you don't know when the right call comes, but you are only gonna get it if you keep 100% on every single call. So it is something that if you're running appointment setters, you have to keep in the back of your mind. Every single call should be done the exact same, with the exact same structures, with the exact same acknowledgements, all of it. And if all of it's done the same, then the outcome will be the same, period. But the variable is the appointment setters. If they get discouraged and they're not reading it right, and their tone goes down and they don't sound like they care, or they're speaking way too fast in the decision maker script and the decision maker doesn't even have time to process what's going on, the decision maker just blows them out. So take this 100-0. If you're running appointment setters and you're trying to work with them and you can't figure out why they're not getting appointments, and you listen to their calls, they're doing it right, and then sometimes they're not, make sure you support them and encourage them to do it right and work with them, and let them know that they may go days without an appointment, and it is okay, provided they're doing the job correctly 100% of the time. And if they are, it's always going to happen, always. I've never seen an appointment setter doing the calls 100% right and then end up not doing the job. And you also have to understand that a lot of these appointment setters that you're hiring come from industries where they maybe would have got 2, 3, 4 appointments in a day at something, but they were smaller, $250, $500. You also need to understand that a lot of these appointment setters come from industries where they would call and get 2 or 3 appointments a day. And when you're getting 2 or 3 appointments a day, you get excited that you got one. It's easy to keep pushing and want to get another one. But if you're not getting anything for a day, and then you got to come back the next day, and the next day you get 0 again, it becomes mentally exhausting. And that is a huge reason why a lot of appointment setters bail out, quit, because they don't want the repetitive rejection without getting an appointment. It's your job as the manager or owner to make sure that they're motivated, doing it right, and then seeing that the appointment will come. And then over time, once they have the confidence and ability to do it every single time the exact right way, then they'll start getting 3 to 5 appointments a week. But anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video on my 100-0 philosophy. If you have appointment setters, make sure you're using it. It's one of the biggest things I've seen work for appointment setters in like the past year. It's not changing the script a little bit. It's not, changing the leads out. It's not calling at specific times. It's making sure that they're doing everything correct on 100% of their calls and knowing that they're gonna go days with 0 and next day they're gonna make it up. Now, if you want a free 30-minute consultation, please click the link below in the description and book your time. If you wanna work with me more one-on-one, book a call and we'll talk about it and we'll see if I'm the right fit for you. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.